Hello everyone, welcome to the Brain Bean Gaming channel. So today I'm doing a quick informal video, ditching the regular scripted kind of planned out deal. I just want to talk about why you should be supporting Pantheon. We know that they had kind of a bit of a rough start when their Kickstarter failed, but they bounced back and they secured investor funding and they began work on the project, and they have been making very steady progress. In fact, yesterday they put out an email that was going over where the game stands now, and if you're subscribed to their newsletter, I'm sure you got one as well. And they're definitely making a lot of progress with the game. It's actually farther along than I even thought it was. But they also say in the email that they're looking for, if you want to see the game come out in a timely fashion and you're really excited about it, they need more funding to hire more team members to speed up the world building process, handle the coding, all that nitty gritty stuff. And the real reason that you should be supporting Pantheon, not even so much as to get it out quicker, is that the MMORPG genre in itself is a dying genre. You can see this evidenced by even World of Warcraft, the big juggernaut of MMOs, has been steadily losing subscribers for the last maybe 3 expansions. Anyone that, especially, if you're still playing classic EQ and you still enjoy that game, or you really enjoyed Vanguard, or even fans of EverQuest Online Adventures, which unfortunately isn't around anymore because that was one of my favorites, those older style of games eventually will not be around anymore, especially at least classic EQ and even EQ2 are on their way out. And if you really want to see an MMO with that old classic style, this is probably going to be our last chance at that. So this game really deserves its chance to shine and show everybody why those old MMOs really captured the magic and immersed us so much. I mean, that's what got the genre such a powerful start, because they were just so engrossing, and it was just a real sight to behold when you log into this world, and just, it blew everybody's minds. That's why they did so well. So if you really want to see those style of games stick around, this game really needs your support. You can support Pantheon by going to their website, pantheonmmo.com. You'll see the tab right over here that says join. Let's look at some of the different packs. Here you can sign up for the public areas of the forums and the dev diaries. That's free. They have a $5 a month, which lets you interact with friends and guildmates and also read just general forums. They have their champion access, which gives you champion forum access, which just has some other categories. That's $15 a month. But where the real value is if you go into the VIP purchase a pledge package down here. This is where it really gets interesting. The Knights Pledge package, which is, in my opinion, is by far the best value. And if you're already planning on getting this game for sure anyways, you should go ahead and purchase this package, because it's $100. So yeah, it's a bit of money to put up front to pledge to a game, but you're going to get unlimited supporter access. You get access to the alpha, which is awesome. Access to the beta, which is awesome. Early name reservation, which is awesome. Here's the big one though. 2 digital copies of the game at release. Guys, the game's going to be like $50 anyway. So you're getting 2 copies of that, plus all this extra crap. I mean, if you're already going to buy Pantheon, just stop thinking about it and go ahead and sign up for the Knights Pledge, because it is fantastic. You can also see you're going to get an in-game title, in-game illusion item, additional character slots. You're also going to get some in-game items like Explorer's Backpack, Tunics of the Plains, and a vanity pet. So, the backpack I'm sure is going to be really nice, because as we know, in the old classic games, you're going to be rolling around with a bunch of 4-slot bags, and the backpack, if classic times are any indication, will probably have 8 to 16 slots depending. EQ backpacks had 8, so probably 8 slots, which is going to be a huge help. The Tunic of the Plains, have no idea what that does, but probably something pretty handy. You also have the Patron's Pledge, which gives you all the stuff of the Knight's Pledge. Also gives you the item, the Ring of the Fallen, and 5 item renaming vouchers. Who knows what that really means as far as the item renaming? That's kind of interesting because I don't know, either you can name your items, or I'm wondering if that's kind of like a type of reroll. I don't know, but that ring's probably pretty good to warrant an extra $50. Then you also have your champion pledges down here, which are significantly more expensive. You have the Pathfinder's Pledge, which gives you unlimited champion access. I'm not sure what the difference between champion access and the supporter access is, but the main difference is you get your name in the game credits and 3 months of game time, which is like probably $45. So there's still value there. That's the thing. All these packages, the more expensive they get, you still get value. The $300 package, you get an invite to the Founders Guild, which is cool, and you get 3 months of game time as well. And then when you come down here, like $500 package, you're gonna get a bunch of real hard copy stuff, which is pretty cool. You also get a exclusive in-game nameplate, which is pretty badass because that will really make you stand out. You also get some like a cloth map, a postcard from the team thanking you, and things like that. And then you also have like these insane pledges that are like $1,000, $3,000, or $10,000. But you get some pretty freaking cool stuff. I'm not going to talk about them too much because it's not really practical for everybody. But things like pre-alpha tester access, tester forum tags, invite to the Founders Guild, 6 months of game time, a year of game time. The $10,000 gives you lifetime game time subscription. It gives you pre-alpha tester access. You also, the main big highlight is you get to design a dungeon or raid with the game team, which is pretty freaking badass. You know, you gotta have kind of a lot of cash on hand and be like a big EQ buff or MMO buff in general to kind of make that a practical thing for you to do. But that would be pretty freaking badass. I'm sure if a lot of us had the cash laying around and we just wanted to throw it at that we would do that, because that's a pretty cool. They have a lot of value in these, but really the practical one is, guys, I would say is the Knight's Pledge, because you're already getting 2 copies of the game. So if you and a friend want to go halfsies on it, or you and a spouse play together, it's really a no-brainer because you're already going to be buying 2 copies of the game. So the Knight's Pledge, there's so much value there. I highly, highly recommend that everybody get the Knight's Pledge that's planning on buying the game anyway, because it's just worth it. You know, these guys have been working really, really hard, and they've shown how tenacious they are with really wanting to do this game. After their Kickstarter failed, they really could have just hung it up and been like, oh, you know what, guys, people don't want an MMO like this. Let's go on and design a mobile app, or a game like Call of Duty, or a MOBA, which are incredibly popular right now, and chase the dollar signs. But they didn't do that. They want to create the game that they want to make, and the game that they want to play. And that's what's so exciting, because if you've been keeping up with the development of this game at all, if you've been watching my videos covering Pantheon, you know that their heads are in the right place, especially considering people don't make MMOs like EverQuest anymore. They always try to add new flashy systems. Like take WildStar for example. WildStar was a pretty fantastic looking MMO. It had a good concept. It used the WoW style graphics, which already made it popular with all those kind of players, and also made it run pretty good on generally all PCs. But WildStar's big Achilles heel was its active combat system, where you had to aim your skills at things, and especially with things like healing, it really made it freaking hard to heal people, because people would be running around in front of a boss or trying to avoid the telegraphs from the boss, and you'd be sitting there trying to aim your little tiny heal that can only hit like 2 people standing side by side, and people are running around like chickens with their heads cut off. You're not going to be able to heal anybody, and so people are all dying. systems like that, they add them, they sound super cool, and they look awesome when you hype the game up, but then when the game comes out and you actually play it, you're like, why can't I just target the guy and heal him? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And also, people tend to bash grinding and stuff like that, but back in the old days of EQ, it was a lot of fun to go to a camp and sit there with some friends and grind on mobs. I mean, grinding dungeons over and over again, like in World of Warcraft, it's the same thing. It's just painted different and just has a different skin to it. I mean, you're running through dungeons and you're moving constantly, but you're still going to end up grinding those over and over and over again if you level up via the LFG system, or even just running around doing the quests over and over again. I would much rather just park in the same spot, have a conversation with people, maybe put some Netflix on my other monitor, something like that, and just grind it up and enjoy the grind. Embrace it. I mean, that's the root of MMORPGs in general, is the grind. You know, it doesn't have to be boring or like ridiculously long where you're going to sit at this camp for the next 12 hours to get a level. But, you know, that goes with the territory. That's part of playing the MMO. You got to work at it, and you got to, you know, you got to bring your friends along for the ride. And I just, you know, I can't recommend Pantheon enough. From what we've seen from it, to wrap this video up, guys, check out my other videos if you haven't yet, because there's a lot of information there, and I've been covering Pantheon's development, and I will continue to do so until the game comes out, or really, I guess, until beta comes out, and then I will be doing a lot of beta coverage. We'll go over all the classes, we'll go over gameplay, we'll go over best ways to level. We're going to do all kinds of stuff about Pantheon. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel as well if you're not already, because you don't want to miss out on these awesome videos. So thanks for listening to my kind of mini rant talking about why you should be supporting Pantheon Rise of the Fallen. There's really no reason not to support these guys. They're working incredibly hard, and they really, really want to bring us that great classic MMO experience that I know a lot of us classic MMO veterans have been craving and saying all the time when new MMOs come out, or even playing World of Warcraft or Rift or something like that, for example. We're like, God, I just want to sit at a camp and camp some mobs. That's all I want to do. But no games do that anymore. Why? Why did they stop? There's no reason to stop. Things like that. I mean, there's so many systems of these classic games that Pantheon's bringing it all back. And I think it's going to bring back nostalgia. It's going to show that there really was not a huge reason to get rid of all those systems in the first place. It was just because WoW was so popular that everybody decided to start emulating WoW. And, you know, it works for some, and it works for more casual players and things like that. But, you know, that's another big reason too, real quick, to talk about, is that Pantheon's not really trying to appeal to all the casual players out there. And so that's another reason why anyone who's a fan of these classic games really needs to support it, because they're not going out there trying to appease everybody. So that the people that we are excited about it, we need to support them, and we need to show them that we want them to keep doing it, and that, you know, they're gonna need our help. So let's go ahead and go to pantheonmmo.com, click join, go over, check out the packages, see which one is best for you, and support these guys and be excited, because the game is coming. They're making really great progress, and we can help them get there and enjoy the rewards of our founder packages. So let's do it. That's it for the video, guys. Give it a like if you support Pantheon and are excited to see it come out. And let me know in the comments below, did you pledge to support Pantheon? Do you plan on doing it? Do you think there's value in it? Let me know. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.